Hi, family. This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy herbs and natural living. And today's conversation with your favorite colon hydrotherapist is all about instructions versus generalized directions versus personalized instructions. Okay. And so let me explain myself. I'll use, for instance, I get a lot of DMs and questions in regards to my detox bath soak that I highly recommend that everybody on the planet does at least 3 times a week. At least. Now, here's the thing with that. Let's just start with that recommendation. Number one, if you are living in a home with 6+ people, it's probably going to be damn near impossible for you to take a detox salt bath 3 times a week. Okay, that's the first thing. Another example could be the bathtub is not a particular bathtub you want to soak your body in. So if that's the case, you're not able to take the bath unless you go to another family's member house, your sister, your brother, or somebody take a bath, or when you take some downtime for you and you go to a hotel. I do it often. I'll go, to my favorite hotel that's up the street. It's actually a Japanese hotel. It's very, very beautiful. And I'll get 2 nights, and you won't see me for 48 hours straight. And I'm in the bathtub for probably 46 of those 48 hours. Because they have a very deep bathtub, and I freaking love it. Right? So if the access to the bathtub is not accessible, then you won't be able to do the bath. So this is what I'm trying to help you understand is this. When there are instructions that are given for, again, we'll go back to the detox bath salt. Use what you have at your disposal. The instructions and generalized recommendations is literally just what that is. It's not God. It's not truth. It's not set in stone. It's not law. You can bend it. You understand what I'm saying? You can bend it to fit your situation. So if you don't have access to 5 pounds of salt, which I highly recommend that you do if you want to create any change in the body, and let me go back to that. So let's just say you're constipated. And you do the bath soak, right? Do you really, really think that a half a cup of bath salts in a bath that is going to fill up to hold an adult person is going to create any shift in the body? Let's just think about that. Do you really think that this amount of bath salts, not chemicals, not medication, but this amount of bath salts in a full-size bathtub is going to create any shift in an adult body? I'll wait. So you see where I'm going with this? You have to use your thought process. You have to think about what you are doing. So when I give you recommendations of up to 5 pounds of salt, but you only have 32 ounces, well, love, use 32 ounces. It's okay. The point is you are doing it. Now, next time around, you may not need 32 ounces. You may need less. I don't know. Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? Did you feel dizzy when you got out? You have to make all these general assessments for you. I don't know how your body is going to respond to the water because I don't know your current needs. Some people have high blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, you do not want to soak your body in 5 pounds of salt. That is just general basic information 101. A child knows that. or at least my child knows that. I can't speak for all children, but my 15-year-old knows that, right? If you have arthritis and you feel that once you get in the bathtub that your body will get so relaxed that you're going to have a hard time getting out of the bathtub, don't take the bath. Or make sure that somebody is in the home that can get you out the bathtub. Use common sense, right? I had another person ask me how hot the water should be. As hot as you like it, love. I'm not in the bathtub with you. You are. The whole goal is to create movement through the body. So if you sit in a cold bath, are you creating movement or are you creating constriction? Chemistry 101. When things are cold, you pull in. When things are warm, they extend outward. What do you want to do in a detox bath? You don't want to pull things in. You want to push things out. So you don't want the water cooler. You want it to be warmer. This is stuff you guys already know. If you slow down and think about what you're doing. And I think that's the issue here, is that you're not slowing down. You're not slowing down. In order for you to understand and hear what you need for your health and well-being, it's not going to come from me. It's not going to come from any other practitioner. A doctor may tell you what you need to do, but I don't roll with doctors. You know what I'm saying? I roll with people who think for themselves. Those are the people I roll with. So when you start slowing down and you start breathing deeply, your body will tell you everything that you need. You do not need to reach out to other people every time you need to do something for yourself. People can only give you information from the viewpoint of where they are looking at. That's it. You don't get no more, no less. So it would behoove you to go within versus going without. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you start going outside of yourself, you have to filter through judgment. You have to filter through racism. You have to filter through jealousy. You have to filter through, I'm just going to be nasty to her just to be nasty to her. You got to filter through that before people tell you the truth. And let me tell you something about that. Most people, 95% of people are going to fall into those 4 categories before they tell you the truth. That is the unpopular fact and truth. It's unpopular. A lot of people ain't gonna like that, but it's the truth. Most people funnel their responses through racism, jealousy. Who does she think she is? I'm just gonna be nasty because I can be nasty to her. Bop, bop, bop. And then I'll give her the answer that she needs. Or I'll make her wait for it. I've seen it done. I've seen it done between practitioners and clients. Man, I've seen some stuff and I'm just like, wow, that's intense. And I've also seen clients be very vindictive towards practitioners. So I say all this to say, it doesn't matter if you're asking me questions about the detox bath salts or the herbs or the colonic or how many times you should get a yoni steam. It doesn't matter what the topic is. What matters is this. Did you sit with yourself first before you started asking me or anybody else for that matter? Did you sit with yourself first and ask yourself what it is that you need, desire, and want? Did you ask yourself how much time are you willing to invest towards your commitment to your wellness? Only you can answer those questions. I can't answer that for you. So when I have a client come and stand in front of me and they say, well, how often should I come and get this done? Well, how often do you want to feel good? That's up to you. How much money do you have to spend on this service a month? How often do you want to see this beautiful face in a month? You can see me every day. You can see me once a blue moon. Like, how often do you want to see me? How often do you want to drive down here and pour into yourself? You have to answer those questions for yourself, love, not me. I can't answer it for you. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know your schedule. I don't know how you feel. And I don't know what your needs are. You do. So you tell me how often you want to come in. Based off of how your experience just went with me, you know everything that I do in a session, regardless if it's a yoni steam or a colonic, right? You've experienced already, so you know what the deal is. You know that how I do things is not aggressive. It's very nurturing, very loving, very calming. So in essence, you can do a colonic a day if you wanted to, the way that I do them. You can. But is that realistic? No, it's not realistic. So again, what do you want to do? And I'll give you another part of that. What rings true for me as far as what I would pour into for my health and wellness may not be what you do. Oftentimes people ask me what I do for my wellness. And when I get to like the third thing, they're like, damn, Mo, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. And I'll go, well, do you really want to know? Or are you just trying to just have a conversation with me? Because I take health very seriously. I pour a lot into my health. I do a lot for my health. My hair doesn't look like it though right now. I need to retwist it. I got a lot of new growth going on here. A lot of new growth. But anyway, you know, my physical body, I do a lot. I do a lot for her to keep her up and running. You know, right now I'm getting ready to sit in the sauna for an hour. Most people be like, oh my God, an hour? Why aren't you sitting there for an hour? Oh my God. I ain't got to explain this to you. Do you really want to know or do you want to complain? Most people are just nosy. They really don't want to know. They just want to know what you're doing. I don't really have time for that. Either you're on this journey or you're not. Either you really want to learn or you do not. One of the two. There really isn't in between. So I hope this makes sense. I hope I'm not rambling, and I hope I'm very clear about your intentions when you work with me, at least. It's time for you to get very intentional about who you are and what you want to do with your health. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I can be reached at 562-682-0818. And my website is Moya, Moya, bodycare.com.